Hello! So today I want to do a perfume collection video. So I have quite a few perfumes. I have 18 perfumes plus a little container of mini versions and samples. Let's begin. So I do keep my perfumes in this tray. It's pretty heavy and I just keep them on next to my TV. I have like a little vanity area. I have my jewelry there and then I have my fragrances. So I'm just gonna start in absolutely no particular order. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the first one. While I am talking about these perfumes, I am just gonna pull up Fragrantica and read the notes. The first perfume that I have is this one. This is the Givenchy Dahlia Divine. So it looks like this. It's just a really beautiful glass bottle and it's a nice little rectangle and it has the rectangular cap. And I've had this perfume for almost a year now, but I don't have that big of a dent only because I haven't really been going to a lot of fancy places lately, and this perfume smells fancy. It smells like bougie. The top notes are Mirabelle, citrus, and pink pepper. The middle notes you have just like jasmines, peaches, orange blossom, rose, black currant, lily of the valley, and apple. And then the base notes is sandalwood, patchouli, vetiver, etc. So to me, this perfume smells like white flowers with a little bit of sandalwood and like peach. Yeah, so that's all I smell in this perfume, but it smells so wonderful. It smells rich, like you could spray some on and people will think you got money. However, it doesn't last long, and I think that's one of the reasons I haven't really worn it a lot is because it just doesn't last that long on me. It almost performs like a EDT and not really a parfum. So it's like a little disappointing. So this is the only perfume in my collection that I have that doesn't last that long. So I've gotten rid of all of my eau de toilettes and all I have now are perfumes, like parfums. And this one, even though it's an EDP, it doesn't act like it. So, but I keep it because I have yet to find a perfume that smells like it, in my opinion. I know that if you read the reviews on Fragrantica, people are saying that it smells really average or it smells plain and they've smelled it before, but honestly, I haven't smelled anything like it. My second perfume that I have is this one, and I'm sure everyone can recognize this. This is the Jean Paul Gaultier Scandale by Night, and it's this really beautiful, look at that color. It's like a beautiful honey nectar, and then it has the sexy legs on top. Yeah, I think this is, like in my collection, this is probably like the only perfume that has this color. It's like a amber color. It's like red tint and gold and beautiful, and this perfume smells just as beautiful and sexy and luscious as the bottle looks. So the top notes is honey, orange, and citrus. The middle notes is cherry. So cherry is what I was smelling that was kind of like syrupy, and I couldn't really like understand where I was getting that syrupy from. Cherry, tuberose, orange blossom, pear, and nard Himalayan. And then the base notes is tonka bean, vanilla, amber, patchouli, sandalwood, and musk. Yeah, this perfume is my favorite Jean Paul Gaultier perfume. So I used to have the La Belle, which is the one that looks like a sexy, beautiful woman. And I loved that perfume, but it was so specific. And I just never wore it. And I feel like I never wore it because it was so, I don't know, like it was so sexy. It was so sweet and decadent. It's literally smelled like a sexy pear pie. That's exactly what it smelled like. And as delicious as the smell was, it was a lot. It was really heavy and it was just not what I could handle. This perfume always gets me a bunch of compliments. So the next perfume that I have is this one. This was also a very popular one. This is the Dolce & Gabbana The One. This is my second time buying this perfume, only because I bought it once about 2 years ago and I decided I didn't like it, so I ended up selling it on Mercari. And then, which I will have my Mercari linked because I do sell so many perfumes on there and so many shoes and purses. If you want to shop some discounted perfumes, go on my Mercari. This perfume, I had originally bought it about 2 years ago and I decided I didn't like it, so I sold it. And then I was missing it. I was missing the peachy notes to it. I love peach in my perfumes. Love, love, love. I love the softness that it emits in a perfume, and I love the soapiness. I love peach. Like, I think a lot of my perfumes have peach in them and white flowers. I love peach and I love white flowers. The notes are, number 1, top note, peach. So this is peach, lychee, mandarin, orange, and bergamot, which is basically just like citruses. The middle notes is lily, plum, jasmine, and lily of the valley, white florals. And then the base notes is vanilla, amber, musk, and vetiver. So looking at these notes, a lot of my perfumes have similar notes. And I just love it. I know what I like. So for me, when I smell this, the first time I smelled it, I thought it smelled like a dusty rug in a haunted mansion. And actually, I'm gonna put some on. This is gonna be my perfume for today until I leave for work. And although this is a fall and winter perfume, it smells so divine. It's so soft. To me, this smells like peaches and white flowers. A little bit of amber and a little bit of wood. It smells nice, and I would not say this is a blind buy. Anyways, so yeah, so I'm gonna reveal one of my favorite perfumes that I wear every single day at work. Oh yeah, this one is like a work-friendly perfume. If you work in a place where you're really not supposed to wear perfume, but I do what I want, we know that in this channel. So it's this one, and it's, first of all, it's a really ginormous and inconvenient bottle. That's like the only thing I don't like about this perfume, but look at it. So like I said, this is my 4th bottle of this perfume, and this is Burberry Body EDP. Guys, please don't overbuy this perfume, please, because it's mine. All right, so let's talk about the notes. The notes. On the top notes, we have the best note in the world, peach. So the top notes are peach, wormwood. I don't know what the hell wormwood is. I think it's a plant. And then freesia. Middle notes is rose, sandalwood, and iris. And then in the bottom notes, we have musk, cashmere wood, vanilla, and amber. So again, the peach, vanilla, and amber, those are notes that are, it's a continuous theme in my perfume collection. But this one smells so good. It's soapy, it's clean. I wouldn't say it's fruity. I would not say it's a gourmand. It's clean and it is warm. So it's like a clean warm. It's not like a clean cool like Dolce & Gabbana light blue. That one is a cool clean. This one is a warm clean. I would say this is good year round because I've worn this year round. However, actually, let me rewind. I had said that this is my perfume every single day to work. So this is my perfume every single day to work, spring and summer. So this is the perfume that I wear every single day to work in the spring and summer. And I've gotten a lot of compliments from it from patients. And the only time they smell it is when I do get close to them, like when I'm helping them or something. That's the only time that they smell it because I'm really close to them. So this doesn't have a lot of sillage, but it smells so good and so intimate. It does have pretty good projection, but you need to get a little close to someone. But it smells delicious. It smells amazing. If you want to start off with a perfume, I think this is a really good, safe blind buy. Moving on to the next one. All right, so my next perfume, I'm not even going to read the notes of this one because I'm just going to tell you what it is. This is the Kayali Vanilla 28. This is vanilla. This is a sexy vanilla. I would say this is a blind buy. And this is probably my number 1 perfume that I get the most compliments on. By everyone, by strangers, by coworkers. I've had people tell me I smell like fresh baked cookies. I was camping one day, and first of all, I took this perfume camping, which is not a good idea at all. But I did take this perfume camping, and I remember I was riding in a car with some of our friends on our way back home, and we had a tin of cookies from Costco or Trader Joe's, and my husband opened up the cookie tin, and everyone thought the cookie smelled delicious. They're like, it smells like vanilla, it smells so good. But then later on, we came to discover that it was actually my perfume. So a lot of people thought that the cookies just smelled really potent and like freshly baked, but it was actually this perfume. So this perfume, if you want like look at this color, first of all. It's so deep, it's so decadent. If you want to smell like delicious fresh baked cookies, if you want to attract a man, if you want compliments day in and day out, get this perfume. All right, so my next perfume is this one. This is the Versace Bright Crystal Absolute. And first of all, I hate this fucking bottle. I've debated on getting rid of this only because it's really ugly in my opinion. Like, look at this. Look how fucking ugly this is. It looks like a big ass Easter egg. Like the clear ones, that's exactly what it looks like. 1.7 ounce bottle. And I don't know, there's just no reason for the cap to be just as big as the bottle, but anyways. Is definitely a spring and a summer perfume, and you could usually tell by the color of the bottle and the color of the juices. You know, if it's darker, sexier bottle, it's like for fall and winter. If it's like a light color and pink and like the clear juice, it's usually spring and summer. To me, this perfume smells clean. It smells like soap. It smells soapy. Yeah, I don't want to spray it, but let's spray it. Let's spray it on this piece of paper. I haven't worn this perfume in a while, so it wasn't smelling on the nozzle, so I sprayed it on a piece of paper. So this perfume smells green. It smells green, it smells like a little bit soapy. Pomegranate, yuzu, and water notes. The middle notes are peony, raspberry, lotus, and magnolia, and the base notes are musk, mahogany, and amber. And honestly, I've had this for a while and it doesn't smell the way I remember it smelling. So up next, I have this one. This is the Dolce & Gabbana, the only one. So this one, I would say, is a fall and winter perfume. Look at this bottle, it's gorgeous, first of all. This is one of my favorite perfumes because it looks so like elegant and sophisticated. Like, look at that, it looks gorgeous. I smell coffee in here. I smell cocoa, vanilla, a little bit of amber. Yeah. So we have top notes, violet, orange, bergamot. Middle notes is coffee, pear, iris, orange, blossom, and rose. And then base notes is caramel, vanilla, patchouli. So I had mentioned that I smelled kind of like a ambery cocoa scent in here, and I believe that was the caramel. Now that I think of it, it smells like a caramel macchiato. So warmed up my coffee. Okay, let's talk about the next perfume. So this next perfume is one of my brand new perfumes. I'm so excited for this perfume. It is this one. This is called, what is this called? This is called Angel Nova by Mugler, and this one does stand. So I know that some of them don't stand, but this one does. So I'm thankful about that. Even though she's a little tilted, it's fine. She looks like Patrick Star, first of all. Oh my goodness, this is a jammy rose with a little bit of incense thrown in, I feel. So let's read the notes. And by jammy rose, I mean like a gourmand rose. This has raspberry, lychee, damask, rose. So I had to take a little bit of a break because all my electronics got overheated. Like my camera got overheated and it turned off on me. My phone got overheated from like switching back and forth on Fragrantica, so that overheated. So now I'm back. So now I'm moving on to my Chanel perfume. And the one that I have is this one. This is the Allure. And this one smells amazing to me. It smells just like my mom. And she didn't used to wear this scent, but it's very kind of like old school. It's very mature. But it suits me because I do dress like an old lady, I feel. So it's very soapy, very powdery, very fresh, very warm. It smells like peaches and white florals, a little bit of sandalwood. So the notes are vanilla, peach, mandarin orange, jasmine, bergamot, magnolia, orange blossom, rose, peony, lotus, cedar, and vetiver. So yeah, just like I said, I do smell the white flowers, I smell the peach, and then I smell like a little bit of sandalwood in there, which is the cedar. It smells so good, and the longevity is pretty good. It's like moderate, I would say. It's not weak like other perfumes I've had, or like an EDT, and it's not strong like Mugler or Valentino perfumes. So this one is pretty moderate longevity, and the sillage is pretty well. Like, people can smell me. This smells expensive too. Like, I think a lot of Chanel perfumes smell expensive, and when people hug me, they just they linger. They linger and they really want to hold me, and it's pretty intimate smell. It smells really good, and I feel like I would even say out of all the Chanel perfumes, a safe blind buy would be the Chanel Chance Tendre, something like that. And then it's the Chanel Gabrielle. And then I would even say this one. So this one, if you like white florals, if you like a warm, soapy, powdery smell, I would say this is a good one. Next, I did want to talk about another white floral perfume. So this is my next white floral perfume. So this one is actually Burberry London. This is the one with the fabric flannel on it. It's so cute. The notes are honeysuckle, tangerine, rose, jasmine, tiare flower, peony, clementine, musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. So I do smell the fruit, I do smell the white florals, and I do smell the sandalwood. And it smells divine. There's something a little syrupy in there too, and I want to say it might be the clementine. It's like a little syrupy. I would even say like an orange ice pop. That's what it smells like, or an orange otter pop with a little bit of white florals. So this one's a good one. This one I believe I got at like TJ Maxx for $29.99. I wore this yesterday to work, and two of the girls at work actually were like, God, what is that smell? It smells so good. Is it you? And they pointed to another coworker. My coworker's like, no, but I bet it's Jenny because she's a perfume connoisseur. And I'm like, yes, honey, it's Burberry, $29.99 at TJ Maxx. You know, I like to ball on a budget. The next perfume that I have is a new one. So this is the Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo. I am going a little bit faster because I literally was sitting down for like 45 minutes and all my shit overheated. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do that again. So up next is Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo. This is, I believe, their newest fragrance, and by newest I mean like 2020 or 2021. Got a tissue. So I got this because my sister recommended it to me. It smells so good. It smells like sweet peaches. Like a lot of my other ones smell like warm and comforting peaches, like the skin. This one smells like the fruit. So this is like a juicy ass peach with a little bit of like vanilla in it. It's like, it doesn't smell like a baked good. It smells like the filling you make before you make the baked good, you know, because it doesn't have like that overwhelming vanilla in it. But it's really good. It smells like, and I'm getting a little bit of green also. So I would say it's like a juicy peach, like the inside of a peach with like a little bit of vanilla and like cinnamon, like you're making it on the pot. So the top notes are peach and mandarin orange. The middle notes are jasmine and red lily, which is probably the green that I'm smelling. And then the base is vanilla. Up next, I'm gonna talk about a perfume that I wear to work in the fall and in the winter. And it's this one, it's the Juicy Couture. This is the Gold Couture, I believe. So this one just smells like caramel. This one smells like a sexy caramel. I'm not even going to read the notes because I'm just going to tell you it smells like a sexy caramel. And this is, or I would say an exact dupe for this is the Jessica Simpson. Yeah, so an exact dupe for this is Jessica Simpson's Fancy. So it just smells like caramel. It smells like sexy. It smells like a little fruity. So if you want to smell like a sexy caramel gourmand, get this. It is a safe blind buy. I don't know if it's worth the price point. Like, it's not even that it's that expensive, but for Juicy Couture, it is expensive. And honestly, just buy the Jessica Simpson one. It would be better. It would be better. I did an outfit change and a day changed. It is the next day. So I do live in apartment complexes, and apartment complex, I don't know. English is not my first language. Anyways, I live in apartments and they're redoing all of the roofs, and so yesterday they started working on the roofs. By the time I was halfway done with my my perfumes, and I had already been sitting here for like 50 minutes, so I just called it quits, and I was like, this is gonna be continued on a separate day. Today is that separate day, and unfortunately, they have already started doing construction, so it's like so frustrating, but I don't really have any other time to do this video, especially because I already have my perfumes out here and I have to go to work, and you know. But yesterday, I finished off with this Juicy Couture Gold. So today we will start off with this one. And this is the original Chloe by Chloe. First time I smelled this perfume was in a sample that I got from a Mercari seller. Like, I think I had bought a perfume on Mercari and then they gave me like a little sample of this and I completely fell in love. And I usually don't love rose scents, but this one lasts so long on the skin and I was obsessed with it, but I wasn't obsessed with the price. So I actually had bought the Philosophy Ballet Rose, which was complete trash for many reasons. And so I just decided to shoot my shot and get this. And I believe I got this also off of Fragrance Net for, oh my goodness, maybe like $62, which is honestly like pretty good for a Chloe perfume. But anyways, let's talk about how it smells. Roses in a garden. And let's go ahead and read the notes. Top notes are peony, lychee, freesia. The middle notes are rose, lily of the valley, magnolia, and then the bottom notes are Virginia, cedar, and amber. This perfume is amazing. I don't think it's gonna be my perfume for today, but it smells amazing. And I think if you are into rose scents, very fresh and fruity, kind of girly smells, I think this is a safe blind buy as well. I do have my coffee today in the same mug. My shirt, I don't know where my shirt is from in the sense of like a brand, because this is from a thrift store. I think it's from Buffalo Exchange and I got this maybe like a year ago. But I don't know the brand. I think, well, the brand is like Ces Femme, CESFEMME, but like it's not, I don't think you could get it like, you know, like Topshop, Nordstrom, Zara. Sorry. Do you guys like my hair though? Look, I put in this little clip that I got from Target. And then I actually put a little bit of blush on for you guys. I put on some lip gloss. Next up on the perfumes. Let's see. So next up, this is one of my newer fragrances. So this fragrance I have been back and forth with. I had this fragrance originally when it was in a different bottle, and I believe the formulation was different back then too. It is this one. This one is Gucci Guilty by Gucci. And I used to have this when it was the square boxy bottle and it was like all gold and it just had the logo in the front. But I feel like it smelled different back then. I feel like it was more of a cool, very like violet scent. But now it has changed. And I smelled this at Macy's. I was going into the store to look for the Guilty Gucci Absolute, which is like in a red bottle. And allegedly, it's supposed to smell like this one, but like it's a little cheaper. That's what happened. And they didn't have it, but the sales associate was so phenomenal. He could have been a yoga instructor. He was so calm, so zen. He knew what he was talking about. He was so smart. And he sold me on this one, and he sold me on Carolina Herrera Very Good Girl, which is the red high heel. But you know, I was already gonna buy this. I'll buy the other one some other time. And it's interesting because it smells so delicious to me now versus before. I remember it smelled kind of plasticky. It smelled like too much like violets. It was very cold smelling. I smell flowers and like a little powdery. The top notes are pink pepper, mandarin orange, and bergamot. The middle notes are lilac, violet, geranium, and a rose, and then the bottom notes are patchouli and amber. So I definitely smell the florals and I smell the amber. And this perfume is everything and it lasts forever. Like, this perfume lasts a long time on the skin. And that's something that it lasts a long time on the skin without being obnoxious, without being cloying. It's not gonna give someone a headache. You're gonna smell good. You're gonna smell rich. You're gonna smell like money. Get this perfume. I think if you are into like sexy scents, like if you like YSL or like Libre, however you pronounce that, if you are into Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One too, you know, if you're into those like sexy feminine scents, get this. This is gonna be a good blind buy for you. So the next perfume I'm gonna talk about is this one. This is the Kate Spade by Kate Spade, And I believe this was one of their newest ones when I bought it, because I know beforehand, before this perfume was released, I know that they had like Live Colorfully, and they had like that Air Cloud one or something like that, but this is like one of their newest fragrances. I fell in love when I first smelled this. To me, this smells like sunshine and strawberries and a little bit of like a sunflower. It really reminds me of getting the job that I'm at now, because I wore this at my interview, and I remember driving and I was so nervous, and it really just like uplifted me, and it gave me like confidence and the strength to do this interview. So this is a really nice girly fragrance. And like I said, if you love Victoria's Secret body sprays where they're fruity, they're feminine, they're cute, they're girly, they're safe, you will love this fragrance. So let's read the notes. Wild strawberry, bergamot, citruses, rose, freesia, ambroxan, and cashmerean. It smells like you're hugging a strawberry that loves you. This is that fragrance, and it's really safe. And honestly, I just haven't worn it in a while, and I don't know why. I think it might be like a little bit too young for me now. Even though I bought this like a little over 2 years ago, I feel. I'll keep it until I use it up, but I won't be repurchasing it because I just feel like I'm more into like sexy, more powdery scents these days. And this one is it's just a nice strawberry scent. And as much as I love it, I find myself not reaching for it. All right. So up next in my collection, I have this Michael Kors, and this is called Sexy Sunset, which, first of all, I hate the names of these. Like, they have one that's Sexy Amber, Sexy Sunset, like Sexy Midnight or some shit. So this is actually the small bottle. I know that they have like a really long bottle, and I bought this fragrance because it smelled just like the Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, which is like the round pink bottle, and this is, in my opinion, a really good dupe. I would even say this is more stronger. Like, if they made an EDP of the Chanel fragrance, this would be it. It smells like flowers. It smells like a little bit of citrus. It smells fruity. This is another perfume that I wore a lot when I first got it, but I've moved on to like other things, and I will keep it because I don't have anything else like it in my collection. But I probably won't repurchase either. This is Flora by Gucci, and it comes in this beautiful little bottle. Not small, it's like a pretty big bottle, and it's so beautiful. This is just like a stereotypical perfume bottle, and it's so gorgeous and elegant looking. The only thing about this fragrance is that it doesn't last at all. Like, you spray it and it lasts maybe like 5 minutes, and then the smell is gone. I newly discovered that I loved Osmanthus. I believe this has like peach notes in it as well. So this is peony, citrus, Osmanthus, rose, sandalwood, patchouli, pink pepper. And this just smells so good to me, and it reminds me of my sister. Like I said, this is a very soft, very like osmanthus-y perfume. If you love Osmanthus, you'll love this, but it's only available in the EDT. Actually, I'm like 90% sure it got discontinued. I'm like 100% sure it was discontinued. On to the next perfume is this one, Guarlain Mon Guerlain. I think this is pronounced Guerlain. Well, the brand is Guerlain, but the perfume is called Mon Guerlain. I think that's how you say it. This fragrance is absolutely everything. I will continue to repurchase this for as long as I live. Sexy vanilla with lavender. That's all I smell. And this is a really nice, comforting, motherly perfume. Lavender, bergamot, iris, jasmine, rose, vanilla, sandalwood, licorice, benzoin, and patchouli. This perfume is so inviting. It's so warm, so inoffensive. And when I say it smells like lavender, it doesn't smell like essential oils. It smells like a flower, like the lavender flower when it's growing from the earth. It smells like that in like a warm breeze. If you like vanilla perfumes, I feel like if you like this one, this is like this is a much softer version of it with like a little more like spice. Add a little bit of spice. All Alright, on to another perfume that I really don't wear that often, and I've considered selling this perfume, but the only reason I don't is because of the bottle, and I think with that being said, maybe everyone has some guesses out there on what it could be. What perfume has the most gorgeous bottle in the world? Daisy! Marc Jacobs Daisy. Also, if I ever have a daughter, I want to name her Daisy. So this is just like the cutest thing ever, and I will take off these daisies and make it a little hair clip for her. But yeah, this is Marc Jacobs Daisy. It smells like a green summer meadow, and I don't even need to open it to smell it. It smells like you're lying on a green meadow with no flowers around. It's just like a nice green meadow, and then you feel the sun on your face. That is what this smells like. You smell a little bit, just a little bit of ocean. Let's talk about it. The notes are violet leaf, strawberry, grapefruit, violet, jasmine, gardenia, musk, white woods, and vanilla. So actually, onto my very last perfume. I do have a small Jo Malone, I think it's like the peony one, but it's in my bag, and honestly I just don't feel like getting it. It's like the really small one. So besides that, so I'm gonna talk about my last full-size perfume before I talk about my little samples. So it is this one, or Valentino Roma Born in Donna. No, let me see. I don't even know what this is called. So this perfume is called Valentino Donna Born in Roma. I can't even open it because the smell is so strong. It's so intoxicating. This smells like sexy. This smells like a sexy ass bitch walking at night, walking like in downtown LA with her high heels. She has her Chanel purse, and she's gonna get into that club. She's gonna go up to the bouncer and she's gonna be like, "Let me in, bitch." And yeah, she's just so sexy, so powerful, so invigorating, and I love this perfume. And this is a perfume that I don't really wear a lot because I'm afraid it's gonna run out. And this perfume is actually pretty pricey. Black currant, pink pepper, bergamot, jasmine, jasmine tea, vanilla, cashmere, and wood. Yeah, this perfume is absolutely everything. First of all, the bottle. This bottle looks expensive. It looks like money. It smells so good, but this is a very specific scent as well. Like, you just can't wear this to brunch on a Sunday. Like, no, you wear this like at night when you're going to a club, when you're going to a nice dinner. No, you can't even wear this when you're going to a nice dinner. You wear this when you're gonna like mani, you know? Like when you wanna go and fuck some shit up, that's the perfume you wear. But you wanna fuck some shit up while looking good, you know? I don't know. Okay, so now moving on to my little jar of minis or samples. The first little mini that I have, or mini, I do like a little travel size. This is the Giorgio Armani My Way, and I really love this perfume. Like, a lot of people think that, or not even think, a lot of people have told me that this smells like an old lady, and they've told me never wear that perfume again because it's like very old lady, but I do what I want. I've always done what I want, and I will wear this perfume because I want to. So with that being said, this perfume does last a long time, but the only reason I have this like travel size is because I take it on vacation with me. So if I go to, I live in Southern California, so if I go to like San Diego for a weekend, if I go to Santa Barbara for a weekend, if I do something for like a weekend, this is what I'll take because it's so inoffensive. In my opinion, it's so inoffensive, and it's such a seasonal fragrance. Like, you could wear this any day, you could wear this any season, and it's nice. It goes with everything, and so I do have that mini size of it. Another mini that I have is the Kayali Vanilla 28, and as you can see, it's pretty used up. This is another one that I take whenever I go on like a staycation, which you're not supposed to use perfume when you're camping because it could attract bears, but I do what I want. So I usually go camping like, actually no, I can't say that. I was gonna lie and say I go camping near the ocean. That's not true. I go camping in like Sequoia and Yosemite, so no. So now moving on to my little samples. Flower Bomb by Victor and Rolf. So Flower Bomb, I like Flower Bomb. Obviously I'm gonna be like the majority and say that I like it, but it doesn't wow me. I don't hate it. I will keep it in case I run out of like my preferred samples, and if I I don't know, maybe I'll include it in like a Mercari sale, or maybe I'll take it with me if I am doing something like a sweaty activity like a marathon or something. I will take this with me because it's so tiny and you'll just smell good. The Burberry body I'm absolutely obsessed with, you know, like I talked about before. If I put this on before work, and if I have plans to go out that evening, I'll put this in my bag and I'll spray some on before going out. Like if we go to dinner or if we go to like karaoke or something like with my coworkers, I'll just spray some of that on just to like revamp my perfume a little bit. Another little sample is the Flower Bomb Nectar by Victor and Rolf. So this one I hate. It smells too cold and too gunmetal-y for me, which this does have gunmetal in the notes. Some people are into that, obviously, because there's such a big market for it, but I don't like it. I'm not for it. So the next time I make a sale on Mercari, I'm just gonna include that because I just want to get rid of it, is the Coach perfume, Coach by Coach. And this one does smell really delicious. It smells like roses and vetiver and like suede, which I believe those are the notes. And it smells so good, but it doesn't last long. It literally lasts like 5 seconds. And the only reason I have this is because it smells similar to the Angel Nova. I use this is I spray this at home, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you know, if I'm gonna be out like for hours, I'll touch up with this because it smells so similar. So if you've noticed, I use my little samples as like a little body spray. That is all for my perfume collection. I am honestly pretty exhausted. This video turned out to be about 1.5 hours long, and I don't even have that much. You know, my throat hurts. I did this in 2 days, and I'm just gonna make another cup of coffee and try to revive myself again. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. I make a lot of videos about beauty, about hauls, just like my everyday life and vlogs. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's at It's Jenny Ray. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see the camera again next week. Bye!